Okay, so I am like 43 minutes into the Tinder Swindler, and holy smokes, like I'm sick to my stomach. People can be so freaking messed up. Hi, good morning, and welcome to another vlog. Thanks for joining me for, I guess, whatever's to come this week. February for me has turned into kind of a self-love month, rediscovering what that looks like from day to day. And I've kind of rejigged my morning routine to be more intentional about creating a space where, I don't know, like I feel myself again. Does that make sense? I've kind of stopped with that, kind of got swept up in a lot of like negativity that's happening in the world and life and everything in general. And it's tough if you're not intentional with your time and your days. Sometimes you just get sucked into like the hamster wheel and you forget how important it is to pour back into yourself. So, and what about you guys? What are you guys doing differently this year? Are you doing anything different at all? Share, please, because I am always looking for new ideas to start off my days the right way and have an attitude of gratitude. So let me know. What are you guys doing?
Now let us Such a farewell to mommy. Lost reflect but the cream of the ocean. Lolo!
Yes, Tyler. Okay, show me. You'll notice. Whoa! Good job! Wow! Bravo!
Good job!
Are you guys salivating? Look.
In the early 90s, the drug business was booming. $4 billion a year.
Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. So good. Food makes me so happy. Okay, so it's getting dark, but I just needed some freaking fresh air. So I'm taking a walk in the neighborhood. I used to take this walk all the time in the summer. Clearly we are in the dead of winter and I'm fucking freezing, but I don't know, for my mental health, I think taking a walk outside is actually a really good thing. And as long as you bundle up, it's actually not that bad. So I am actually on my way to this grocery store that they opened near my area, literally across the street from where I live. So it's not even that far away at all, but it is cold, but it feels good. The wind feels good on my face. So I'm gonna go ahead, pack my camera away. My goal was to go to the grocery store to pick up frozen ube. My sister-in-law mentioned that she was gonna make some last weekend when I was at my parents' house, and ever since she mentioned it, I've had a craving for it, like every single day since she mentioned it. So I remember seeing it the last time I went to visit this grocery store, and it's rare to find like Asian stuff in like a white grocery store, but they had frozen ube. So I'm gonna go ahead and pick that up. And for those of you who don't know what that is, it's purple yam, and I have evaporated milk at home, but I do need condensed milk. I have butter, I have sugar, so I basically have everything that I need in order to make it except the ube itself. So I'm gonna go and pick that up. Guys, this was a childhood staple at my house, Milo and Ovaltine. But you guys know about that. Guys, I'm like so happy. This is, again, my childhood White Rabbit candies. My parents always used to get this for us as like a treat back in the day. I'm so happy. They also have these shrimp chips. I used to love these. Oh my gosh, I was that kid at the grocery store who would open it up before my parents bought it, and I would start eating from it and force them to buy it for me. Oh my gosh. Wow, they even have like the Filipino spaghetti sauce, which traditionally our spaghetti sauce is sweeter. I'm just so happy. This is crazy. Like, this is not an Asian grocery store, and yet they carry Asian products, and I'm just, yeah, I'm very appreciative. So that was fun. Yeah, I don't like going to grocery stores during rush hour. There were so many people. Yeah, I'm still like kind of uncomfortable pulling out the camera and vlogging in public, just like full transparency. And every time I see so many people, I'm always second guessing what they're thinking, like, oh, she has a camera. Oh, what is she filming? Like, it's just annoying, but you know, I'm slowly getting more confident, slowly getting used to this thing. Got my stuff, walking back to the condo. I'm kind of out of breath. But yeah, some days I think my lungs are just confused because I'm breathing in fresh air. All right, so I am back home. The ube, which is purple yam, is still frozen, and I need it to be thawed out and defrosted for me to be able to cook this recipe. So this is probably going to be a tomorrow flex, but I am glad that I picked it up today because now I don't have to run to the grocery store tomorrow. I'm just going to throw it in my sink and let it defrost. Where do you guys thaw your food? Is that a weird question to ask? Because growing up, we always just left frozen stuff in the sink in a plangana, which is like a big basin thing, and we just let things defrost like that. I think you're supposed to put it in the fridge and thaw out. I don't know, but growing up, that's what we did. We just left it in the kitchen sink.
Some are slightly annoyed or really annoyed that Mary is slated to only perform one song. So, you guys, with the amount of hit songs under her belt and just the longevity of her career as an artist, people are...
All right, y'all, I am so excited to eat this meal. I've changed into my robe. I'm about to watch this thing on Netflix that I've seen a lot of people talking about. It's called the TINDER SWINDLER. And it's basically about this true crime documentary that tracks a scam from Prague to Paris and beyond. Okay, so basically, is this a movie? It is a movie. So it's an hour and 54 minutes long on Netflix, and I guess it's about this guy who like swindles his dates on Tinder. So I am very inexperienced with online dating apps. I personally do not use them. My only experience being on one was because two friends of mine signed me up for Bumble. And this was like, what, back in 2019? 2018? I think 2018. 19? I don't even remember. But yeah, that was my only experience. I was only on the app for like not even a week, just a few days. And I've never been on another app since then. So whenever there's movies and stuff that talk about fraud or how just, I don't know, like messed up people on these dating apps, maybe it's just like my reluctance to get back on the app and meet somebody. But yeah, I'm just like afraid. Like, what if you meet somebody who's messed up? And now there's a movie on Netflix about people who are messed up on these dating apps. So yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna watch it and see what all the hype is about. I have a feeling it's gonna deter me away from putting myself out there on these apps again. So yeah, if you've seen this film, please let me know in the comments if you have and what your opinion is about the whole online dating scene. I would love your advice. Your girl is single and I don't know what to do, man. We live in a really weird world. It's so hard to meet people and I don't know. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and enjoy my meal. Let me just show you guys quickly what it ended up looking like. That's what the movie on Netflix looks like, by the way. So it's called The Tinder Swindler. It's ranked number 3 in Canada today. How interesting. So clearly I'm not the only one who's curious about this, but I'm gonna watch it tonight. I ended up making, you guys already know, like my usual, sauteed bok choy with lots of garlic, lots of red onion, my favorite. I made some rice to go with it, just a small portion. I think it was about half a cup of rice. And then I have pot stickers, which I never call them pot stickers. I'm Asian, we call them dumplings, but I understand other people will call these pot stickers. So I'm gonna go ahead and enjoy my meal and watch this film, and I will catch you guys tomorrow. Okay, so I lied when I said I wasn't gonna come back on. I'm already creeped the fuck out. It's only 2 minutes and 23 seconds into the Tinder Swindler, which, like, I had to pause it. I'm already so freaked out. So this woman is narrating the beginning and she's basically like, you know, Tinder is great. You get to meet all these people from all over the world, some looking for serious things, some looking to just like hook up, and you could basically meet a plethora of people here. However, she swiped on a person who seemed like they had so much going for them. He had like a party lifestyle, fancy cars, lots of money, blah, blah, blah. Swiped on him, and before you know it, she was swept into this whirlwind where people started putting threats on her life. She started getting surveilled. People were following her. Her family's life was put in danger. And in the video, like, she was crying and she was narrating her experience. And so now they are doing like a flashback, I guess, to retell the story of how she got herself out of this, in this mess, and then out of this mess. I don't know if this is a true story, but if it is a true story, this is exactly why, like, I don't know what to do with myself. Whatever happened to like the old school way of meeting people? This is seriously freaking me out to the point where I'm like, yeah, this is why I was never on apps. I don't even consider that one time I was on one, like, legit, because it wasn't even long enough for me to form connections with however many people. I did meet one person. We ended up dating for a year. So that worked out, but like, and he wasn't crazy, thank God. But still, like, I can see why this is probably a lot more common than people would like to admit. Okay, so I am like 43 minutes into the Tinder Swindler, and holy smokes, like, I'm sick to my stomach. People can be so freaking messed up. Like, okay, fine, spoiler alert, if you haven't seen it yet, like, this guy is so messed up. He's really so messed up. And he finds ways to manipulate these women. Like, he just knows where people's weaknesses are and manipulates them into trusting him. And he creates these fake storylines of these things that are happening so that he can basically steal money from them. It's so messed up, while he gallivants around all these different places around the world with these 2 other women who believe him to be a very generous person because he's paying for all of these things. They have no idea that he's using another woman to pay for all of these trips that they're going on because of like psychological manipulation. It's terrible. This is terrible. This is what makes me afraid of people. Like, real talk, this is what makes me afraid of people in the world, because the sad reality is there are so many people that are like this. And the reason why, I guess this doesn't even surprise me is because that's just what society has become, no? Like, more and more you see how people can be so messed up. I definitely feel like there's more access to that type of information now, and I don't even know, like, it's made everyone a creeper on some level. This is so messed up. Ugh. I'm sick to my stomach. I feel so bad for that woman who took out all those loans, like, oh, to fully trust someone like that and then do that. She was $250,000 in debt because of this guy. Can you imagine that? How could you be that type of person? Just like a user. Ugh. I'm gonna watch the rest of it and let you know how I think at the end. Okay, so final thoughts. I'm a little bit freaked out. I really am a little bit freaked out. I really understand that this is based on one person, and yes, there are probably more people like him. There are tons of people out there like him. And there are also so many good people out there. And so while this is a scary reality, you gotta have hope that good people still exist, and that good people will attract good people. You know, and that's why you have to work really hard on yourself and know what your boundaries are and have a good relationship with your intuition. And when things happen, you know, don't ignore those red flags and question things a little bit. Have some street smarts and, of course, be trusting, but people need to earn your trust. So, yeah, because some of these stories were crazy. Like, what? Why the hell would you get on a private plane with somebody that you have only seen once in your life? You've only met them in person one freaking time. What in the hell makes you think it would be safe to get on a private plane? Like, man, don't lose yourself. Don't lose yourself. And be smart and stay safe. Use your head. Use your brain. Do not put yourself in an unsafe situation for the sake of trying to stay connected or feel connected to another person that you don't even really know. Anyway, that is my PSA. Ugh. Yeah. It's just disgusting. I can't believe people like that exist. I believe it, and it's disgusting. Ugh.